I'm Chef Michael Rollinson, also known as Raleigh. I am the PM restaurant chef here at the Westbank Grill. And today I'm going to walk you through one of our appetizer shareable dishes known as Tuna Foie. So, for some tips at home to step your plating game up, one thing I like to talk about is using odd numbers, plating in 3s or 5s, stuff like that. It's just more eye appealing. Sauces, when you're saucing, kind of just use a loose wrist. Let it kind of fall off the spoon. Don't just pour it on there. When it falls, you're going to get that natural effect of the sauce falling onto the plate, and it kind of just goes where it needs to go, more or less. And then third and final, or just my favorite, buy some nice micro herbs or micro garnishes to help garnish your plates. They kind of bring everything together and round it all off. Honestly, just have fun with it. When you're home, it's art. Experiment, try new things out. Try placing it on a different side of the plate. Try pouring your sauce somewhere else. This is art in the end. You like to paint the plate, do things like that. It's fun. Just have fun with it. Here in the restaurants, we have fun. Why can't you do it at home? Here I have a 4-ounce piece of tuna. It is encrusted with Togarashi. Togarashi is a Japanese chili spice. So first thing first we're going to do is we're going to slice it. And we're going to try to get as many slices as we possibly can to get about, I say, an eighth of an inch to a quarter of an inch thickness on this tuna. As I slice, I always like to push away. I never like to bring back because of the way the muscle is built up in the tuna and the fish itself. After we slice the tuna, we're going to move to our plate. Here I'm going to move to the center of the plate. This is going to help give a bit of a visual appeal and a nice eye appealing aspect of it. Here I like to fan it out just a little bit so you could see the color of the tuna itself. That's kind of the main draw of this dish is tuna. And then we finish it with our foie gras. From here, I'm going to add our crispy shallots. They kind of give a nice texture, a crunch to this dish as the tuna itself kind of melts in your mouth, and the foie, as we all know, kind of melts as well. From here, I'm going to add our sauce. So our sauce is a sweet Ponzu. It's a little bit of a take on traditional Ponzu. We just use sweet soy sauce when we make it instead of regular soy sauce. I'm going to use a spoon when I plate this. In the kitchen, spoons are the chef's best friend. We use these for everything. Now, when you're plating sauces and stuff like that, you want to kind of leave your wrist a little bit loose. You don't want to tighten it up. That way you could give a little bit of thinner, more concise lines on the plate. I go over the fish first because that's where we want all the flavor to go. And then we're just going to add a little bit more around the dish, just enough to tip off the edge, slide around, finish that off. Next, we're going to add our color and flavor to this dish. Jalapenos, raw jalapenos, they give this nice earthiness, grassiness to a dish, and they pair with foie gras and tuna very well. So this is where I'm going to kind of do things in 3s because this is kind of what brings your eyes to a plate. Kind of just place them on there. Then I'm going to move to our radishes. These radishes give a bit of a pungency to the dish. It helps cut through the richness of everything else that's on the dish. I like to place them with the jalapenos, and then from there, I like to just kind of move them around the plate. It's going to kind of give you some different color. It's going to pop off the blue. The reds and the blues kind of play against each other. And then we're going to give pickled Fresnos. These pickled Fresnos are get added to the dish to help, again, cut with the richness of this dish. Foie gras is kind of rich. Tuna itself as a fish is richer in general, so acidity or pickle items help cut through all of that. Kind of like to play with the colors, contrast each other. Next, we're going to add the foie. This is what everyone's kind of here for. This is why they want it. I like to put that right across the top. Then we take some of the fat. This is liquid gold. Pour that right across the top. A little bit around. Fat and water don't mix, so it kind of gives you a nice little beads and pearlness of oil on the plate. And then from here, this is every chef's secret, the finishing touch, micro herbs. You'll see them everywhere. They kind of round the dish off. They add some color. They actually cover up our imperfections because we are not perfect. And that finishes our dish. This is our tuna and fwah here at the Westbank Grill.